Good afternoon, YouTube. Home Theater Joe here. And as usual, I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and doing well. It's been a while. It feels like it's been forever. And man, I am really happy to be talking to my cell phone again, as strange as that sounds. But anyway, so there's a lot of stuff to get into. But I want to talk about Spectros real quick and calibration and how I've been kind of wrong. Okay, probably really wrong, and set the record straight. Before I do, quick update. I have been able to interface my Raspberry Pi with the pattern generator, P generator, if you will, and the necessary files with the laptop, with color space, with the displays in a device cloud. That's awesome, man. And I'm just back here doing a little bit of testing tonight. You may hear some kids yelling outside. Anyway, doing some testing tonight, and yeah, everything's up and running, and I'm very happy, man. I'm so excited. Now the real work begins. So that's all good. So for those of you wondering, the color space journey is really beginning now, and it's gonna be awesome. I hope. I think it will be though. So I watched a stream last night. I'm going to shift gears now to the Spectro. I watched a stream last night with Classy on his channel. He streamed with Magician AV, Sammy Prescott. Is that it? Sammy Prescott. I don't recall. Sorry, Sammy. And another person, Darius, I believe, was their guest and talked about his calibration experience. So to make a long story short, a Classy answered a question for me, and that was basically, yes, you need a Spectro to do an accurate calibration. So, for as long as I can recall, I've been out here telling my cell phone and anybody in YouTube land that will listen, you need to get an i1 Pro display, in Calman Home or whatever, and calibrate your stuff. And hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. But man, the rabbit hole's deep, right? So what I am understanding now is that a Spectro is needed because, listen, we don't need to get into it because I'm not quite sure, but the Spectro is needed and they are expensive. Man, I don't want to be a calibrator. I don't want to be a professional calibrator. I don't want to go out here and calibrate people's TVs. I have two people that would like me to come by and work with their displays, and I'm itching to do that, but I want to nail down this new software before I get into it. And look, I'm not doing that for money. I'm doing it because I love calibration, right? I love the hobby, the home theater hobby, really. So, I'm not gonna spend $10,000 on a Spectro, y'all. Like, and that's what I think I need to warn here against. Like, what I've done is tell all of you to get this and get that software, and you're good. Well, turns out I was wrong. You're not. You can get some good readings and measurements and stuff, but until you get that Spectro and use that for profiling, either the display or the meter, I'm not quite sure on that yet, but you're basically, as Classy said, you're just moving left or right. Like, you don't really have a target point, so, or the correct target point. So once again, thank you, Classy. But it's made me face a couple of hard realizations, and I just kind of wanted to clear the air. I felt the need to get out here and say, like, man, I've been pushing this, like, get this, get that, do it, but that's not all there is to it, I've been wondering why my, display or delta errors have been coming back the way they were through Calman, and really kind of just stayed away from the program and was doing everything manually. Only 2-point, which by the way, the new literature I'm on is like 2 points no good. Get rid of it. Like, don't do that. Skip it. Also, I'm in my service menu white balance, I am calibrating to 100 white, not 109. So that's an issue. Like I have to, like that's not even correct. I have to calibrate to 109% white in that service meeting just to start off. So anyway, lots of things, man, I'm learning. I need to clear the air. And, it's not as easy or as simple as I made it out to be, and it costs a lot of money. So what I'm understanding now is that, and here's a big part, like you just can't go out here and buy a used Spectro. If it's anywhere older than 13 months, then it needs to be recertified. And that process could take up to 3 months and a lot of money. If you buy a used Spectro, from what I'm understanding, you don't know how it was kept. Even if it was in a case, what was the humidity? Humidity can throw these things. So many factors. So, instead of going out here and making like a rush judgment and purchasing a used Spectro from 2015 at $400, maybe you shouldn't do that if I was giving advice. Because you're gonna get it and you don't know what kind of shape it's gonna be. And furthermore, you're gonna have to have it certified. So as soon as you get it, you gotta send it back to X-Rite. Have them certified. So at that point, you're looking at buying a new one. And I think, what I'm understanding is the X-Rite Pro 3 or whatever, that's around $1,400. And then if you've had it for 13 months, you need to send it back to X-Rite to be recertified, so you know that your Spectro isn't off. So I almost fell into this real trap last night, man. And I don't want to say I was pushed to do so by any one individual. For sure not. I mean, I asked the questions. But I felt like the information that I was given was, not very detailed. I have to wonder about that information. And I've been working with somebody really close, all right, over here. And I don't want to say it, but man, he's been awesome. And he's given me just this, what I believe is reliable information. And I've been off for a long time. I've been not on the right train. I've been on maybe the wrong train. I don't know. But we're going to correct all this stuff. So, if you want to get into calibration, I'm always going to encourage people to calibrate their displays. But now I need to make that correction, y'all. We're no longer at a little meter, a little program. Now we're at Spectros. And now we're talking lots and lots of money. So, that's all I have for that. Yeah. It's been real interesting. Couple of weeks. But, as I said, we're finally ready to go. So, sorry for all the delay. Hope everybody's been doing well. If you have any questions or comments, that's what I should say, man. The comment section has really been taking care of itself. And that's awesome. The community is just growing, getting just smarter and stronger all the time. So, if you have any questions or comments, good, bad, or indifferent, you drop them right down there below. They are greatly appreciated and greatly encouraged. They're greatly encouraged and greatly appreciated. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. So, I think that's good. We can wrap kind of a large size bow on this one. You know what time it is. As always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe. Boom.